Hello again. Today we're going to be working on number 9 in your Essential Elements Book 1, number 9. First, we're going to clap and count the line to make sure that we know the rhythm and when we're supposed to be playing. Something new in this line is called a repeat sign at the very end. You can see we have a double bar line and then 2 dots next to it, repeat sign. So when we get to the end of the song, we're going to go back to the beginning and play the whole song again. Let's go ahead and clap and count. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's say the note names. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, A, D, repeat. D, rest, A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, A, D, rest. Now, we're going to start breaking into each individual instrument. I'm going to start with violin. If you play viola, cello, or bass, feel free to skip the violin portion, go to your instrument. If at any time in this video you have a hard time with something or you make a little mistake or don't quite understand it, pause, rewind, do it again. You can also slow down the speed of the video as well if it's going a little too fast for you. Let's start with violin. For right now, we're playing in guitar position, so the instrument needs to be 45-degree angle across your chest and stomach. The left hand is on the upper bout with nice straight wrist. We don't have it bent like that. We want it nice and straight. The other arm is across the body of the instrument. Your fingers are on the side of the fingerboard. And we're using our thumb to pluck each string, G, D, A, and E. Right now we're using D and A, the 2 middle strings. Let's go ahead and play. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, repeat. D, rest, A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, rest. We're going to play it one more time. This time I'm not going to speak. 1, 2, ready, go. That's how you play on the violin. I'm going to move on to viola now. Hello, violas. We're going to be playing in guitar position right now. Make sure the instrument is at 45-degree angle across your stomach and chest. Your left hand should be up here on the upper bout with a nice straight wrist. We don't want it bent in like that or weird like that. Okay, nice straight wrist. The other arm is coming across the body. Your fingers should be on the side of your fingerboard, using your thumb to pluck each of the strings C, G, D, and A. For this song, we're using D and A. Let's play number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, repeat. D, rest, A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, A, D, rest. We're going to play it one more time. This time I'm not going to speak. 1, 2, ready, go. That's how you play on viola. I'm going to move on to cello. Hello, cello players. We are working on number 9 still. All right, we need to take our left hand, put it on the upper bout. Remember, I'm standing, you should be sitting. I'm standing because I'm rotating between all the instruments, and I have the camera going, so you should be sitting. So, the peg should be just behind your left ear. Doesn't have to be touching your head, but it should be pretty close. Left hand is on top of the upper bout. It should be a nice straight wrist. We shouldn't be doing like that or like this thing. Nice straight wrist. And we're going to point up to the sky, down to the ground, bring our hand across, and put our thumb on the side of the fingerboard. Not underneath, but on the side. Point our finger down to pluck on each of the strings. We want to use the side of our finger because you'll be less likely to get a blister. We have C, G, D, and A. In this song, we're using D and A. Let's play number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, repeat, D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, rest. This time, we're going to play it, and I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to play through it. Remember, if at any time you have a hard time, you can pause the video, try again, or you can slow the video speed down. 1, 2, ready, go. And that's how you play number 9 on cello. I'm going to move on to bass. All right, bass players. Right, I'm standing. You should usually be sitting in a stool. We want to make sure that we have the neck right next to our head. It should not be way out here. That's going to cause us to bend our wrist all funny in the future. We don't want that. So we want right next to our head so in the future we can have a nice straight wrist. For right now, it shouldn't be touching your head. Just right next to it. For right now, we're going to take our left hand and put it down here on the upper bout. We're going to take our right hand, point up to the sky like this, not like this, point. Then point down to the ground. And then we're going to put our thumb on the side of the fingerboard. I'm up a little high right now. Your hand should be down here, right about here, but I want to make sure you can see it. So thumb on the side of the fingerboard, not underneath. We don't want that. Side. Then, pointing down, we're going to use the side of our finger to pluck each string. We have G, we have D, A, and E. In number 9, we will be using A and D, your middle 2 strings. So make sure you're pointing down using the side of that finger. Using the tip, you will give yourself blisters. Side, less likely to get blistered. All right, let's play number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, repeat, D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, rest. Now remember, everybody else in the room is going to be playing a higher A. Okay, you're going to be playing a lower A. Don't panic about that, it is correct. We're going to play through this one more time without me saying anything. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest. I said I wasn't going to say anything. Let's try that again. 1, 2, ready, go. And that's how you play it on bass. Hope this helps.